called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition could be parasitic, saprophytic, symbiotic, or insectivorous. Let's have a closer look over each of them. Parasitic nutrition. Some plants like Cuscuta, locally called amarpel, grows over other plant and obtain nutrients from it. Such plant is called parasite. And the plant over which it grows and obtain nutrients is called host. Such mode of nutrition in which organism obtain nutrient from other organism's body is called as parasitic mode of nutrition. Other examples of parasitic plants are copse flower, Rafflesia, etc. Saprophytic nutrition. Some plants such as mushroom secrete digestive juices on dead part of the plant or animal so as to convert it into simple substances in solution form. They absorb nutrients from the solution so formed. Such mode of nutrition in which organism obtain nutrients from dead and decaying organic substances is called saprophytic mode of nutrition. And the organism which have this mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs. Other examples are bread mold, also known as rhizopus, mucor or pin mold. Often, food like pickle and materials like leather get spoiled because of saprophytes such as fungi. Symbiotic nutrition. There are some organisms which live together like friends. They share shelter and food. In science, we call such relationship as symbiotic relationship. For example, Rhizobium bacteria and leguminous plants such as peas, moong, beans, etc. The leguminous plant let the bacteria live in its roots and also provide food to it. On the other hand, the Rhizobium bacteria convert nitrogen present in the soil in the form usable by the plant. In this way, both are benefiting from each other. Another example of symbiosis is algae and fungi. It is called lichens. Fungi share shelter, water, and other nutrients to algae. In turn, the algae offer food prepared by photosynthesis to the fungi. Insectivorous nutrition. Have you ever heard about insect-eating plants? Yes, it is true that some plants like Venus flytrap, pitcher plant can eat insects. They are colorful to attract insects towards them. Part of their body, such as leaves, are modified into trap organs such as pitcher, which helps for catching the insects. The hairs present in the pitcher hold the insect and does not let it escape. With the help of digestive enzymes, they digest the food and obtain nutrients from it. The question is, why do they need to eat insects? Well, the reason is quite simple. There is need of conversion of complex matter in the form which can be used by plants. The job is done by bacteria such as Rhizobium. The process of conversion of complex nitrogenous matter into simple forms such as ammonia that can be used by plants is called nitrogen fixation or nitrification. Because of acidic soil, the process could not be completed. In such case, the plants search for other sources of food which is nothing but the insects. So I hope you got good knowledge of the topic. Thanks for watching this video.
What is photosynthesis? The process by which plants prepare their own food, by combining water and carbon dioxide, in the presence of sunlight, is called photosynthesis. Plants need three things to prepare food: water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight. Water is absorbed by the roots and carried to the leaves by a special tissue called xylem. Carbon dioxide present in the air is absorbed by the leaves. Leaves contain minute pores called stomata. Carbon dioxide is taken in by the leaves through these pores. Leaf cells contain small compartments called chloroplasts. Chloroplast contains a green pigment called chlorophyll that captures sunlight. Also, chloroplasts are the site of photosynthesis in a plant cell. Chloroplast combines water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight to produce oxygen and sugar in the form of glucose. Oxygen is released into the air through stomata. Glucose is used as food by the plant.
Autotrophic nutrition is a process by which autotrophs take in substances from the outside and convert them into stored forms of energy. Let's study autotrophic nutrition in plants. Plants absorb the carbon dioxide and water from the outside and convert them into carbohydrates in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. This process is called photosynthesis. Three events occur during this process: light absorption by chlorophyll, conversion of light energy to chemical energy and water molecule splitting, reduction of CO2 to carbohydrates. These events occur in the green dots observed in the cross-section of leaf called chloroplasts, which contain chlorophyll. The opening and closing of the pore is a function of the guard cells. The guard cells swell when water flows into them, causing the stomatal pore to open. Similarly, the pore closes if the guard cells shrink. Carbon dioxide is absorbed from the tiny pores present on the surface of leaves. The water and other materials like nitrogen, iron, etc. are taken up from the soil.
About autotrophic mode of nutrition, green plants absorb carbon dioxide from air and water from soil. With the help of sunlight and chlorophyll, they convert these materials into food. This process is called photosynthesis. That means green plants have ability to prepare food for themselves. Such plants are called autotrophs. The kind of nutrition in which an organism prepares its own food is called autotrophic mode of nutrition. Examples are all green plants, blue-green algae, etc. Now, the process of obtaining food is called nutrition. There are various ways by which plants obtain their food. Basically, we can classify nutrition in plants as autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Let's talk about heterotrophic mode of nutrition. There are plants which cannot produce their own food, and so these are dependent on green plants or other organisms for their food.
Heterotrophic nutrition. Hello students, welcome to present session. In this session, let us learn about type of nutrition in parasites. The mode of nutrition in parasites and saprophytes is heterotrophic nutrition. As we learnt earlier, in heterotrophic nutrition, the organism depend on other organisms or plants for their nutrition. The fungal cells do not contain chloroplasts. They are of two types. 1. Parasites. 2. Saprophytes. Nutrition in parasites. The organisms which are depends on the other organisms for their nourishment are called as parasites. The organisms like plants or animals in which parasites live for nourishment are called as hosts. Even there are some types of parasitic plants. These parasitic plants have some special roots called as hostoria. These roots penetrate into the host plant. They absorb food from the tissues of phloem and water and minerals from xylem. Example, Cuscuta and Viscum. Nutrition in saprophytes. The plants that obtains nutrients from non-living organic matter are called as saprophytes. Example, microorganisms, fungi, aspergillus, and bacteria, cyanobacteria. Some angiosperms, which lacks chlorophyll, consists of special roots called as mycorrhizal roots. Thus, plants absorb nourishment from the humus soil with the help of these roots. For example, plant Monotropa